You know I'm falling for you, right? L-Y-I-E. F-A-L.
Let me move out the way before lightning strikes you. Lying.
Y'all know Denise was lying. But I was here for this on last night. So y'all, let's get into this review. Hi, my name is Kourtney and welcome to our channel. This is my husband,
E-Dub.
Eddie. Eddie's his name. All right, you guys, so if you're joining for the very first time and you're trying to see who we are, let me tell you what this channel is all about. This channel is about us. We do relationship topics, reviews, and right now we're doing Ready to Love. Y'all, this was a whole mess. It was a whole mess, but I was so here for it. So if this is your first time joining, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and welcome to the co-ed family. Yay! All right, pop lock here, pop lock for you. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. So first it started out with them kind of bringing everybody together. I guess, you know, even with Jay must have been the person that found out and told Tommy about it. But in this episode, we got to see, you know, Joy had to leave because her sister was in a car accident and she did not make it. So our prayers and condolences goes out to Joy and her family. You know, even though people in the comments, y'all spoiled it for us, and you know, we didn't know what was going on, but you guys found out and dropped it in the comments. So yeah,
when we asked you not to, you did it anyway. Oh, I gotta be the first one to tell. Come on, y'all. Come on, don't spoil it for everybody else.
So yeah, our condolences go out to them. So Jay was, as we can see in this episode, he was very, very distraught. I got to see a side of Jay that, you know, I didn't see before. He really cares about Joy. He, you know, as we know, if you watched it, he even decided that he was going to leave because, you know, really wasn't nobody else compatible that he was attracted to or compatible with but Joy. And because he wanted to spend time with her and just be there for her, you know, he decided to leave. So, you know, what you think about
that? You know, I'm not a big Jay fan per se, but much respect for him for doing what he had to do to support Joy. Yeah, I saw a different side of Jay that I thought he didn't have because I thought he was so self-centered. But yeah, I saw a different side, so much respect to him for that.
Yeah, and of course we can see that he was very tore up about it. And when he told Tommy got tore up about that situation, and it reminded him of his father. So, you know, he had some, you know, I guess residue emotions or things that never left. It just kind of put him in a place. So, you know, it was very emotional episode in the beginning. They got a chance to tell everybody else, and, you know, he just wanted them to take time to reflect. Winter was checking on everybody, you know, Edwin and Jay. So she, you know, had conversations with them, and you know, Edwin and Jay, you know, they really and truly cared about Joy. And Edwin even decided to leave because, you know, we all knew wasn't nobody there for Edwin. You know, Joy left, nobody was there. So, you know, it was good that they both decided that, hey, we're just going to dismiss ourselves. So, you know, Edwin said that everything wasn't, you know, meant for him to come on there and love. You know, he got the healing that he needed, or he got the revelation of some things that he needed, and so he decided to leave. So, you know, I thought that was big of them. So, you know, Joy is a beautiful, beautiful woman, and the words that Jay said about her was just, you know, like, oh my gosh, he used words that we don't normally use on a regular basis. So, you know, just her brilliance and her beauty and just being gorgeous. So, you know, some things that he said, you know, her intellect and everything. So, you know, I was really, really sad about that incident. But, you know, really, you know, they manned up and say, hey, you know, we just don't leave. So, why are you so quiet?
No, I'll finish when you finish talking. And plus, this is so somber, man. Ugh. I can't be myself. I can't have a serious interview. But I'm gonna say this. Cut this part out. I'm gonna say this though about Edwin. You called it earlier in the season that it was nobody on the show for him. You shouldn't know other than Joy.
Yeah.
And and we, when Joy left, we kind of called it that. Yeah, he ain't gonna be on the show. He gonna kind of take himself out of the equation, which he did. Which I think was a smart thing to do. And like she said, he found out some things about himself. He found out some things that he needed to work on. Some things he did work on. So he did get something out of the experience.
He did.
And I wish the brother luck, blessings and all. And I wish Joy the same. I know it's hard to lose a sibling, a family member, a loved one.
Especially hours after you just got off the phone with them.
Right. And it's like, ooh, I'm the last person she talked to before her untimely passing. So yeah, that will do some kind of psychological, damage to you at the time. And Joy being a strong-minded woman, I know she healed. But if she hasn't, hey, everybody get healed at their own time.
That's right.
And Jay, like I said once before, hey man, I saw a different side of you that I didn't think you had. And much respect.
One thing I do want to say, I appreciate the cameras being so respectful and not being in Joy's face. I don't know if that was, Tommy's doing or whatever, but, as we can see, Joy broke down and they had a camera that was already there and just kind of, she broke down and cried.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to see her in the van. Right. We just seen the van leave. So I appreciate production for being respectful, because at that moment, that could have been a moment for them, you know what I'm saying, to even boost their ratings. Right. But I appreciate them for being respectful. So, shout out to them.
I tell you one thing though, that was love and hip hop. Can't we just like this? Go ahead, cry. You know what I'm saying? But much respect to the production crew for showing Joy that respect. But yeah.
Which into talking about Denise.
That's a segue for you right there.
Denise.
But I loved it you.
So Denise and Kourtney sit down and they talk. So Denise was just basically trying to let Kourtney know, you've been my number one, like from day one.
Why you gotta sound like that? She don't sound like that.
I know. This is my different voice. What I'm saying.
She dark.
No. Child, please don't even. We had all that stuff in the beginning. We already know.
It was a joke, y'all. It was a joke, y'all.
Everybody be sensitive about.
I'm so sensitive.
Everybody be sensitive though, but get that though. So everybody be so sensitive.
Even the ghost sensitive. What you talking about?
Everybody be so sensitive about that stuff. So no, I just used it because. To me, she was just running game. You know what I'm saying? That was just a game.
That was not a game. That was desperation. Go ahead.
So she said, you've been my number one pick. And Kourtney said that Adriana, excuse me.
Y'all gonna come. Y'all doing these shows. Y'all don't even know their names. But anyway.
So Adriana.
AKA little girl.
Adriana is his number one now. And... And Denise was like, well, can you see her being a mother to your, or a stepmom or bonus mom to your children?
That's to me is the desperation right there. You throwing everything against the wall to see what would stick.
Yeah. And she said, she's starting to love him.
No, she said she loved him, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she did say she loved him.
Yeah.
Started to love them. Yes, she said that word.
In a month?
And she said, it's been a month.
Yeah, they said in the house for a month.
And so she said, well, I can't say it's not possible, especially when you spend a whole bunch of time with them. And that's what they said, they spent a whole bunch of time. They all in one house.
We don't see it on the show.
Yeah. And she said never in 20 years has she ever been this open with anyone. In 20 years.
I can see that.
In 20 years. And in a sense, she got kicked to the curb. And in a sense, it's her fault because she was just putting on a little bit too much sauce. So yeah. So Kourtney just, let her know that, you.
Yeah, basically what you're saying. When I saw that side of you, and all possessive and whatnot, that was a big red flag. That was a big no-no. And ever since then, he's like, okay, move away, Denise. Come to me, little girl. That's all it was.
So they do another thing. So we're going to get this done. But Denise and Kourtney have another conversation. So she wanted to sit down with him. Now, why he was coming down them steps like that, I don't know. It just
like he was trying to hide somebody.
Yeah, or something. It was just weird.
Yeah.
He been around little girl too much.
Yeah, exactly. Little girl started to rub off on him now. Like a little boy now.
So Denise said she wanted to sit down with him, because now she's thinking about what he said. So now she get in her feelings and said, okay, since that was your number one, you switched, then I'm finna do a switch on you. So she said, we breaking up. Now, first of all, he looked crazy.
Which
and
I don't blame him.
Confession, he like breaking up.
What?
Huh?
Were you in a relationship?
Yeah.
A relationship I didn't know anything about? Yeah, dog. You was in a relationship you didn't know anything about.
So I'm trying to think, okay, if y'all was in a relationship, who was the side piece?
Good question.
Because it seemed like she was the side piece, so.
Good question. But that's how side pieces do. They get all jealous and they want to be the number one, but you're a side piece. You don't deserve the number one spot. You on the sideline. That's why you call a side piece.
And so she said that she is falling for Anthony, and she falling fast, and she she falling fast for Anthony. And I think she told Kourtney that she even loving Anthony.
Anthony probably somewhere saying, somebody talking about me. I can feel in the atmosphere. What's going on? Because she fall on love Anthony.
But then she said she loved Kourtney. Now she said she falling in love with.
She don't know what. Like she said that to see what Kourtney gonna fight for
her.
And Kourtney for a big brother like that, then you put up a fight.
Well, he said,
well,
you made it easy for me, so now I just focus on Adriana. So yeah.
He said, well, it is what it is.
Okay.
Deuces.
So let's go on to, because this really and true was the Kourtney,
Denise and Anthony show,
and Winter. So Kourtney and Anthony sit down and talk, right? Okay. So here come truth now. So Anthony basically, Kourtney just basically saying, brother, she said she in love with you. He like, huh?
Huh? What you talking about?
Yeah.
We went out a couple times. She told me you were her number one.
Yeah. And he said, well, she breaking up. She said she breaking up. I didn't know y'all was in a relationship. Like y'all was together. And so he said, listen, let me tell you something. I ain't finna be second to nobody. So
which I don't blame Anthony.
Yeah, nobody wants to be second.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it seems like Denise, okay, now she coming back. Oh yeah. I remember you liked me, right? Okay, so now, I was.
We can date now. We can date.
But listen, check this out. Did she not, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, and I think we both said we agree, but did she not on the last time when she was in the bottom three again, the bottom two, but on the third run, she said,
Anthony asked her, who is your number one, Denise?
And she drank her wine.
And bucked her
eyes.
And she bucked her eyes. She said, right now, Kourtney is my number one because we have a deeper spiritual connection.
Holding on that spiritual. But before that, Anthony let her know that Winter was his number one. He was like, it was you, but after that kiss.
Yeah.
So keep kissing, honey. You're going to get you a prince. So, yes, Winter's going to keep kissing until she got her prince. And so, so they sat down and talked. So, Denise and Winter is talking about Anthony.
Hold on. Let me intercept real quick. Anthony all of a sudden becomes this hot commodity. You know what I'm saying? Because Anthony at the beginning of this season, it was like an afterthought. Let's keep it real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden when times get hot and needed and people getting desperate, he becomes the man. When you got two women talking about you in a good way, you the man. Because I had two women talk about me.
Listen, it ain't about you.
In a bad way, and I was still the man.
So Denise and they sitting down and they talking about Anthony. Now, Denise and Winter. So Winter was like, okay. Denise was like, well, you know.
Hold on for you. I can tell Winter was just like sitting back and wanted Denise to kind of talk herself into a bind. That's why she kind of sit there and listen.
Yeah, so she's sitting up there saying, well, you know, Anthony, you know, is my number one, and you know, and Winter looking like, oh, really? And you know, so he was like, yeah, so they sat there and talking. It really didn't make no sense, you know, because everybody know that Denise was in Kourtney. She was into him. It really didn't make no sense. So Winter in her mind said, okay, so now you finna come over here and tread on my water.
Basically, that's what she was looking
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, you finna come over here. Okay. So Winter did something smart. She went back to Anthony and said, listen, this is what Denise told me. So you need to make this clear to me.
She said, Anthony, I want to know. I'm telling you. She said, I'm telling you, my number one, Anthony, yada, yada, yada. This is how I feel about you. Now, do you feel the same way about me? Things changed. And Anthony looked at her. He made some little joke, and she started laughing. See, that's what I'm talking about. I like to make you laugh. I like them dimples. I like that smile. As long as I can keep you laughing and smiling, you're going to be my number one. She said, okay, I just want to know. Then he reached over and kissed her. Mwah. And she reached back and kissed her. Mwah. I said, ooh, like two old people.
So now let's move on to Rashid and who?
Little girl. Rashid's going to be left out in the cold, boy.
Yeah. So Adriana said that she is really and truly trying to have her cake and eat it too.
Little girl. That's hence the nickname Little Girl. Because why are you gonna have your cake and ice cream too? Now you down at you in crunch time now. Yeah, you in crunch time. Yeah. Now you gonna still play? Oh, no, which one I want? I want both of them. And no.
It's gonna be Kourtney.
I mean, yeah, no doubt.
It's gonna be, you know, because he done swooped in, and you know, it's gonna be Kourtney. And I know that I know that Denise is mad because little girl then came back from the back and swooped and got her man.
Yep.
That's what she really, like you said, competitive.
That's what I like to say. Being a track and field and an athlete like she is, that competitive spirit is never gonna die.
Yep.
And to see a little girl come in for the upset, oh yeah, she hot. Denise is hot.
Yeah. So Denise decided to make a little date with Anthony, right? And she got the food out. She got the little fireplace. She got all that stuff going. Boy, she trying. Well, it's so funny. It is hilarious.
Ooh, boy.
So Denise said that, you know, you always been my number one. My A1 since day one.
And it's like, yeah, right.
And Denise said, you know what? I'm falling for you. F-A-N-N-E.
Anthony like, he's not buying none of this.
Nope.
He's not. He's a, you lie.
Yeah. And he what? Drinking that wine, booking them eyes.
Turn his head,
So, so she just came on so strong. But once again, remember, I always like Denise and Anthony together. I think they chill, but y'all in the comments said that Denise always saw Anthony as a friend. Well, I differ in that she just made Kourtney her number one because she thought she had that locked up, and because they got a spiritual connection. She keep honing on that spiritual connection, and so I thought that they was good together. But she gave him the boot, and she was just like, I'm hard pressed for Kourtney. But when Kourtney said no. And
that's why on this show you cannot put your eggs in one basket.
Yep.
You gotta spread your seeds.
That's what Rashad did.
Yeah, you gotta spread your seeds, man. Ooh, that doesn't sound right.
You know it did. So Tommy bring the couples back in, and the next episode they're going to introduce them to their families. Right. So as my husband say, little girl, she got two men that she got to, introduce to her family. So let's get down to this part. Anthony's like, you know what?
I ain't gonna wait till the next episode. Go ahead.
Anthony said, listen, Denise, let us have a talk. Let's pull to the side. So Anthony said,
Before you go, I don't know when Anthony did that to Denise. Like, come on, we need to talk. Let's go to the bar. Did she have flashbacks of being at the bottom two again?
The bottom two 3 times. So in actuality, this is 4 times. So Anthony just like, you know what? one of my number one, like, period.
Yeah.
And so anyway, Denise get in her feelings, and she said, I need me a protector, a man that's gonna fight for me. I need a man that's gonna be willing to be in there with me. And plus, I don't need no man to validate me. So she walks out. I wish I could do the walk, y'all, from a distance.
She was on the runway, wasn't she?
Boy, that
a long flowing coat.
I forget what it's called. That y'all know what it's called. It's just flowing, and
like a cake.
And
they do a slow motion?
No, they ain't doing it.
They should do a slow motion.
It's like the wind blew her in, and the wind blew her back on out. So she was. So I guess at this point, Denise is pretty much invited herself. She gone.
She gone
because she has no connection with nobody. You know, do like Edwin and Jay. Just invite yourself and just exit yourself off the show.
See, I like that Anthony did that because he said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and rip this Band-Aid off and go ahead and get it over with. And he did it the right way.
Yeah.
And the only thing I didn't like what he did was he said, man, I think Kourtney want to talk to you.
Yeah, he did.
And I think he did that, so he said, well, I'm gonna get out. This is I'm put Kourtney back up in here. And Kourtney said, huh? What?
Yeah.
And Kourtney, he wanted to talk to her. And Denise said, Anthony said, you want to talk to me. And Kourtney had that little confused look in his face.
He did.
He said, what you talking about?
Because then he told he said, Denise want to talk to you.
Yeah. And you wrong for that, bro. You wrong for that.
Yeah. Because Kourtney told me what you said, and everything. So it's like, okay, yeah. So Kourtney, when he basically told her again.
Yeah, told her again. Said, man, how can you get kicked to the curb twice in one show by the same person, man?
So I could say this now. We make light of it, but we do understand that these people, this is their real life and stuff like that or whatever. Yeah. But I do want to say this. I think that if Denise, hopefully she learned what she did wrong in here and just notice that, next time, just pull back. That's one thing about it, that even if you're into a man, again, her competitive side, but even if you're into a man, you don't have to fight. Let that man, like you said, you want somebody to fight for you, but if you didn't give him a chance to fight for you, you wouldn't fought for yourself. Well, so pull back and let them.
This is one thing I say Denise did wrong. She put all her eggs in one basket with Kourtney. That's one. And two, like you said, she was too aggressive. Let's keep it real. Because, that's a competitive nature of her. But she was too aggressive. So just like you said, chill out. You can let a man know that you are interested in him.
Right.
But let him do the chase.
That's right. That's what I did.
Can you come to my in my inbox? Can you come to my event?
But that was anyway. Yeah, we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, so what I did is let him chase me. I was interested, I was, attracted to him and everything. But I was just like, hey, what you do is let him chase. Now you don't go fast. Just take that slow walk.
She ain't slow. She got on her legs and sort of crawl. Man, she easy to chase that.
Lies. All right, you guys. So on that note, we're gonna see what next weekend holds.
They bring the family in and everything.
So yeah, I'm excited. This was a very good episode. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you, Denise. And I will see you guys on the next video. I don't have anything else. What about you?
I just want to say this.
Happy New Year.
At the beginning of the season, I would never thought that Anthony would make it this far. I'm not gonna lie to you. For him to make it this far, it's a testament of just chill out and let things fall in place. And that's what he did. He chilled and let things fall in place. And look at where he's at now.
Yep.
And you got people like Denise, and she's out in the cold, Sashan. See, that's some girls talk, man. And she out there flowing in the wind somewhere. And you got people like Naya and what's the other chick name? I really like Shay. They been gone, but I just want to ramble on because I like to hear myself talk.
Okay, you guys. So on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. The reunion of this will be coming up soon, so I'm excited to see what takes place. So we will see you guys on the next video. Happy New Year, and we appreciate everybody that watches this content. Yes, we know in the beginning of this we wasn't into it, but it turned out to be kind of good. So yeah. All right, you guys. So we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. Deuces.